This one exercise instantly improves walking, ages 60 plus. Welcome to today's video, where we're going to talk about one simple, powerful exercise that can instantly improve your walking, especially if you're in your 60s or beyond. Now, I know walking seems like something that we do automatically without giving much thought, but did you know that as we age, walking can actually become a struggle? Whether it's due to stiff joints, weak muscles, or poor posture, walking can become more difficult as we get older. But don't worry, there's hope. If you want to walk with ease, speed, and confidence again, keep watching, because we're going to dive deep into one exercise that can transform your walking in an instant. But before we jump into that, let me ask you this. How would it feel to walk without discomfort? To walk with strength and stability, and perhaps even improve your posture, all with just a few minutes of effort each day? Stick with me, and you'll learn how to unlock that potential. Have you ever wished that you could instantly feel the difference in your body after just a few minutes of exercise? Well, the exercise we're about to explore does exactly that. It works so quickly, you'll notice a change in the way you walk the very first time you try it. It's not a gimmick, it's real, and it's proven to help people in their 60s and beyond improve their walking. So, imagine this. In just 10 minutes a day, you could start moving more freely, confidently, and with less pain. Sounds too good to be true? Well, keep watching to find out how. As we age, we tend to lose flexibility and strength in areas of our body that are crucial to walking. These changes can make walking more laborious and less efficient. But here's the secret: one of the most effective ways to fix this is to work on your hip flexors. Now, I know that might sound technical, but don't worry, I'm going to break it down for you in a way that's super easy to understand. Your hip flexors are the muscles at the front of your hips that help lift your legs as you walk. When they're tight or weak, your steps can become shorter, less fluid, and more painful. But with just a small change in how you move, you can free up your hips and make walking feel like a breeze again. Before we jump into the exercise, let's take a moment to talk about why walking becomes more difficult as we age. When you hit your 60s, your muscles and joints start to lose their elasticity, and that includes the muscles around your hips, knees, and lower back. As these muscles weaken, your posture suffers. Poor posture leads to an inefficient walking pattern, which can result in pain, stiffness, and even increased risk of falls. Also, the soft tissues around your joints, like ligaments and tendons, lose some of their ability to stretch and move freely. This can cause those dreaded aches and pains in the knees, hips, and lower back. But here's the good news: it's never too late to reverse these changes. You can regain the strength and flexibility you need to walk like you did when you were younger. And that's where this one exercise comes into play. Let me introduce you to the exercise that's going to transform your walking: the hip flexor stretch. Sounds simple, right? But don't let its simplicity fool you. This exercise packs a powerful punch. It targets the exact muscles that are responsible for the fluidity of your walking motion, and it's going to help you strengthen and stretch them in ways that will make every step feel more natural. The beauty of the hip flexor stretch is that you can do it in the comfort of your own home, and it doesn't require any special equipment. All you need is a little bit of space and your own body weight. Trust me, this exercise is one of the best kept secrets when it comes to improving mobility, flexibility, and strength in your hips. Alright, now that we've hyped it up, let's dive into how to do the hip flexor stretch properly. Follow these steps, and I promise you'll feel the benefits immediately. First, start by standing up straight with your feet about hip width apart. Step your right foot forward into a lunge position. Your left leg should be extended behind you, with your knee on the ground. The key here is to make sure that your front knee is bent at a 90-degree angle, and your back leg should be as straight as possible. Once you're in this position, place both hands on your right knee for support, and gently press your hips forward. You should feel a stretch in the front of your left hip. Hold this stretch for about 30 seconds, and then switch sides. Remember, the goal here is to target those hip flexor muscles and stretch them out. As you do this exercise regularly, you'll find that you can press your hips further forward, and the stretch will feel deeper. Now, I want to emphasize something here: take it slow. The goal is not to rush through this but to really focus on each movement and the stretch you're feeling. If you stick with this, you'll notice an improvement in the range of motion in your hips, which will directly impact how well you can walk. It's important to note that while stretching is great, strengthening these muscles is just as crucial. This is where a second variation of this exercise comes in, the hip flexor activation exercise. Here's how to do it. Instead of just holding the stretch, we're going to add a bit of movement to strengthen these muscles. Start in the same position as before, kneeling on the floor with one foot forward. Now, instead of simply holding the stretch, you're going to gently raise your back leg off the ground, keeping your knee straight. It doesn't need to be high, just a few inches will do. Hold for a couple of seconds, then lower your leg back down. Repeat this for 10-15 reps on each side. What this does is activate the muscles in your hips, allowing them to become stronger, which is essential for smooth, fluid walking. When you strengthen your hip flexors, you'll notice that your walking becomes much more effortless. Your legs will lift higher with each step, and your stride will feel more natural. And over time, as your hip flexors get stronger, you'll walk with more confidence and less discomfort. Now, let's talk about the long-term benefits of incorporating this exercise into your daily routine. First off, the hip flexor stretch and activation exercise will help you improve your posture. And as we mentioned earlier, better posture leads to better walking. When you stand tall with a straight back and strong, flexible hips, your entire body moves more efficiently. This means you'll experience less pain and less fatigue, even after walking for long periods of time. Secondly, strengthening your hip flexors will improve your balance and stability. As we age, our balance naturally starts to decline, and this increases the risk of falls. But by doing these exercises regularly, you'll give your body the strength and stability it needs to maintain good balance, which is essential not only for walking but for daily activities. Lastly, stretching and strengthening your hip flexors can help reduce the risk of knee and lower back pain. When your hips are tight or weak, your body compensates by putting more stress on your knees and lower back. But when you address the issue at the source, your hip flexors, you reduce that stress and can walk pain-free for longer. There you have it, one simple exercise that can instantly improve your walking, boost your confidence, and give you the freedom to move more easily. Whether you're 60, 70, or even older, it's never too late to start improving your mobility. The hip flexor stretch and activation exercise is a game changer, and by committing to it every day, you can transform your walking experience in just a few minutes. Remember, it's all about consistency. The more you practice, the better your results will be. And don't forget, with better walking comes better overall health and quality of life. So, take action now and start incorporating this powerful exercise into your daily routine. Your body will thank you. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more health tips, and share this with someone who could benefit from it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.